Hi, Horn of the Truth here. I'm not going to lie to you, this one's a filler. And we're going to watch The Demon House with Zak Bagans. How do you say his name? I don't know. So next week is going to be The Ram, and it's quite something, not what I expected. You're going to like that one. But in the meantime...
Oh, it says view at your own risk.
I'm Zak Bagans, paranormal investigator. For the past 13 years, I've investigated over 1,000 hauntings.
That's about as much as you're allowed to film, because copyright protection.
So we have just finished watching The Demon House, directed by Zak Bagans. As a overall documentary, it's 2 hours long. It's very good, it's well written, well put together. Clearly Zak had a vision. It's hard to know whether or not some things are staged. It's hard to know whether what you're seeing is real. You can go by the facts, the paperwork, everything, all the information is accessible online.
So we got Valerie Washington.
She investigates children that are supposedly being mistreated. She also states that she has witnessed a lot of nasty things.
Obviously for something that's being produced to be scary, there is probably a higher emphasis on the stories.
Story is about a house that has demonic depression. Families are suffering, there's illness, there's all sorts of crime that goes on, people have problems with attachment.
I like that he takes, we're talking about Zak now, he's kind of like me in the sense that he's got this sort of openness to listen to people, but he is taking it with a pinch of salt.
He tries to work out, doesn't he, what's real and what's not, and he picks up on people's vibes, picks up on whether or not they're telling the truth. He gets a feel for the situation.
There's a couple of things that I find a bit unusual. First of all, there's an officer that had been in there prior in the past and had experiences, yet he decides to go back in there to be interviewed, and then some bad stuff happens in his life, maybe related, maybe not, but then when he's talking about the bad stuff that happened after supposedly leaving the house, he's then also doing the next interview in the house. Like, why would you go back? It doesn't make sense. And then there's a member of the team that says he sees the demon and he's going, I want to go back. No,
you wouldn't, but the thing is, we could say the same thing. We have an experience somewhere and then we go, oh, we're going back there, and then we end up back there.
Yeah, but not like that. Not to the point where like something drastic happens which may or may not be related directly to the cause. Yeah.
But for that, the whole program is built up about a house and how the house is responsible.
Yeah, they claim there's necromancy, which is trying to, well, he states it as contact with dead, but it isn't. It's trying to actually, like, basically bring back the dead.
I mean, whether you believe in that or not, it all comes down to the last 15 minutes of the show, what Zak actually captures. And
we kind of step back a little bit on that, though. Before he goes in there and does his final bit where he gets locked in the house, there's a section with a cameraman following him through, and they capture that weird black wisp which gets analysed as being not the cameraman.
Yeah. And
I think we've got very similar to that.
Yeah, because it moves at 25 frames per second. We've always wondered this, we've always said, why does it not move like us? Why does it move a bit fast? On there it moves very, very similar to the evidence we've seen.
Let's go all the way to the ending of his section then, and he's hearing what's possibly a girl's voice, some footsteps, and then like a snarling goat type sound.
Oh, that was horrible.
Which both of us looked at each other, and if you watch the latest episode, the demonic poltergeist, there's a section in that where we do hear a snarling sound, and we were like, oh.
I think, yeah, it's hard to describe. You're just gonna have to play a clip.
Oh no, they have to watch it.
Right, so yeah, the noise, man, that's horrible. I think we actually wound back twice to listen to it, to watch it and see what it was saying. It wasn't really saying anything. It sounded like you said, like a goat voice. Horrible, man. Like, I mean, if this is all real, it's quite frightening.
Yeah, it makes me wonder. I'm all over the place in my head, so I'm trying to scientifically understand stuff based on what we know of the modern world, if science, whilst at the same time having things chucked at me which don't make any sense. And then you see something like that, and then when you start correlating with things that we've been through, it's like,
yeah. Do I think that the Demon House is worth a watch? Yes, I think the Demon House you should watch. Give it your time. But anyway, guys, look forward to next week because we have something extremely good coming your way.
The Ancient Ram Inn. I think on that note, subscribe, like, and share. Hit the bell. Join the Patreon if you want to give us some support so we can go to more paid locations. And let us know what you think, if you've seen this documentary, or if you believe it, if you think it's far-fetched, whatever. Any comment I will happily take.